I'm David Reed, and this is The Engine Room. Hello, and welcome back to The Engine Room. Today we have a very special guest, Narayanan, Radhakrishnan. Did I do good?
Yeah.
That was it?
That was it.
Narayanan.
Good job. First try.
Radhakrishnan.
That's right.
Narayanan Radhakrishnan.
Yeah.
But everyone just calls you
Nari.
Not Nary. Nari.
That's right.
Good. Well, it's a lot of letters that most people aren't used to. So.
Yeah. It was challenging learning how to write my name early on, and lived in a small town in New York called Poughkeepsie, so we had to write our full name and address, and it took a while.
Poughkeepsie.
Yeah. Poughkeepsie, New York.
I had never heard of that.
Yeah.
What is Poughkeepsie, New York?
So it's a small town close to Albany.
Okay.
I was actually born in New York City, lived there for about 5 years, and then moved to Poughkeepsie, New York for about 5 years.
What's that like, Poughkeepsie?
It's nice. It's in the Catskills, pretty nice area.
I only know that through TV. I've never been there, but people saying going to the Catskills.
Yeah.
It's a thing.
Yeah, Hudson Valley.
What is that environment like?
Well, it's a small town, in between Albany and New York City. Yeah. So you're about 2 hours away from New York City, but still pretty rural area. Yeah. I'm sure it's developed quite a bit since I was there. Yeah. But it was good. I was there for elementary school.
Do you have memories, or are you?
Yeah. A lot of good memories. A lot of long winters, lots of snow. We had a long driveway, so a lot of shoveling.
Right.
But then my parents got tired of the snow, so we moved to Florida. That's where I went to middle school.
Went straight to the sunshine.
Yeah.
You're like, that's enough of this nonsense.
Yeah.
How long were you up there as a family?
In Florida?
No, up in
New York. So 10 years in New York.
10 years,
yeah,
okay.
Basically
so
10 years.
Were you 10 when you left?
Yes, yeah. So my parents moved here from India about 2 years before I was born. So they moved to New York, and I was born in New York. And then
so that was you're just a New York Albany guy.
Yeah.
Kind of.
Yeah.
Small town.
Yeah.
That was your upbringing, and snow shoveling was life until sunshine.
Yes, that's right.
And it swings, right? You get hot summers and cold winters up there, up north.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah, I'm not talking about Florida. Florida's just hot.
Yep. So Florida for a couple of years, and then eventually moved to Austin, Texas. So
really?
That's what brought me to Texas.
Wow.
Went to high school in Austin.
Oh, so like 3 different segments growing up.
Yeah, it's like elementary, middle, and then high school.
School-based, probably, or was it? Was it work? Your parents
no, it was my dad's job. It just kind of coincidentally worked out with my different school ages. Yeah.
You might want to ask them.
Yeah, maybe.
Was your openness to change because your son's schooling? I don't know, maybe.
Yeah, that's a good question.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah.
Let me know.
Yeah.
Well, part 2.
Yeah, sure.
So you're growing up with your snow shoveling, and your summers are nice, I guess. What did you like to do as a kid?
Mostly play with friends. I moved around a lot, so just trying to fit in.
Finding new friends all the time.
Yeah.
The journey of friends.
Different activities. I feel like at different points, sometimes they wouldn't continue when we moved.
Yeah.
I was good at a lot of things, but not necessarily great at any one particular thing. So, sports.
Chess club or what? What was your
sports? Played when I was much younger. Played the drums.
Played the drums.
Yeah.
Much younger. So what does that look like?
Yeah, it was
like a drum set. You're in a band.
Yeah, the school band.
Really?
But yeah, it was fun. But then once we moved, I kind of just dropped it, and
you're like, that's enough of that.
Yeah.
New school, new story.
Yeah. But yeah, otherwise, playing sports, watching sports, video games, those types of things.
All the important stuff.
Yeah.
Big gamer?
Maybe back when I was younger, but not.
You didn't stick with it?
Yeah. So this is kind of like
I was hoping you'd
Super
say
Mario.
You were still a gamer. Super Mario is different.
Yeah.
Tetris, good Tetris guy.
Yeah, could play some Tetris.
When you traveled, did you have a game on your phone?
I didn't have a phone back then. Oh, now?
No, now. No, I'm just saying, did it stick with you?
No.
You're not that person.
Not much, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was really hoping for the gamer side, but that's all right. You are who you are. We're
Yeah.
just going to discover. So.
Yep.
Okay, so and then you're in Florida. What's your world in Florida? You're a big baseball guy. I don't know. I don't know what happens in Florida. That's my
Florida
guess.
played a lot I
could see you being a
kinda
tennis player.
Yeah, natural fit over there.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was just there for 2 years for middle school, so went pretty quickly.
It really was just fitting in with your school. And then Austin, pretty much you did drugs, I assume, and grew your hair long and got tattoos.
Yep. Yeah, you just can't
Is
see
that
them.
what they do in Austin?
Yeah, Austin's changed a lot
Music.
as well. But yeah, so I went to high school there.
Yeah. How's that? I mean, it's got to be wildly different from Florida.
Yeah. So I did like sports, but I wasn't, probably good enough to make some of the teams.
It's the NOV story.
Yeah.
Like it's the theme of all of these interviews.
Yeah.
I wasn't that good because I'm here.
Exactly. But I was eventually the editor for our school newspaper, the sports section. So got to still.
So
with
writing
that
and
passion.
okay.
Yeah. So writing about our school teams and then just professional sports as well.
Like you were really into it?
I was fairly into it.
Does that continue today? Like, are you like a sports focused person, or was that a passing
I feel like as I've
phase?
gotten older, as my kids started playing sports, I'm more into their sports than the teams.
Are you that
but
parent? Are you like really into it?
No, I don't think
Okay,
so.
just checking. You're more balanced. Okay, good.
Yeah,
good.
yeah,
Because it can
hopefully.
get crazy around here.
Yeah, no, it definitely does.
Yeah. What was your sports that you were into? Was it like all, or I mean, tennis for a while? Was there
probably
others?
tennis and basketball in terms
Okay.
of playing, and then football in terms of watching.
Okay.
Yeah.
Still watch.
Yep.
Still
So I
sport.
went to the University of Michigan for college, which is a big football
Well,
school.
look at that. You're just getting around the whole U.S. Like Michigan.
Yeah.
Like you missed it. You missed the cold and the heat.
Yeah, I did. And
Really, you had good
know,
memories. You had good
yeah.
memories from like the New York days.
Yeah. I don't mind the cold weather.
Yeah.
And I went to high school in Austin, so I wanted to get far away, and Michigan is almost as far as you can go.
Far away from your parents, or from Austin, or from
Just like
experience.
friends network. A good chunk of my high school probably ended up going to UT, and I didn't want to be in that
True.
same
cult is the
sphere
word.
all the time. So kind of forced myself out of my comfort zone.
Good for you.
But yeah, tying that back to football, I mean, it's a good football school, so it's kind of kept me in touch with college sports.
So you went to what university?
University of Michigan,
Okay.
Ann Arbor,
Okay.
Wolverines.
The Wolverines.
Yeah.
I'm totally at a loss, but I should know these things. That's not
a
the
pretty
big.
big-
It's
it's a
not
pretty
the
big
big
school.
yellow M, is it?
It is.
Okay,
What
I know that's a.
They
that's
call
a.
it Big Blue. Go
Okay.
Blue.
Yes.
Yes.
I have a friend who's that way,
Okay.
and I know it's a big deal.
Yeah.
Football here, so
It's a big deal.
He's very serious and travels to go see games.
Okay.
You
Yeah.
don't do that. You just watch it.
We go maybe once a year, every other year, something like that.
Yeah,
So
Cool.
yeah, they actually won the national championship in Houston about a year ago, so I was able to attend
I
that.
remember that.
Yeah,
That was a good day for you.
it was a good day, and it was nice that it was in our
I was
hometown.
here. You went, I assume.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. Very
Yeah.
cool. Who were they playing?
They played the University of Washington.
Okay.
Yeah.
Doesn't really matter now.
Yeah. Yeah.
You won. That's all that mattered.
That's right.
Big deal.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's cool. So you were, and what did you study up there?
So I was in the undergrad business school, so finance and accounting.
That's the end of my comments
That's
on
the-
finance and accounting.
Yeah. Yeah. Not as exciting as some other people. Yeah.
You were a numbers guy.
Yeah. Yeah.
In school, I assume you were leaning to that.
Yeah, yeah. So, being born in New York and being close to Wall Street kind of early on, I was interested and intrigued by finance.
Interesting that, I mean, up to 10, you're still influenced by it.
Yeah, yeah. So I definitely didn't grow up in oil country.
Yeah.
And so, after undergrad, I did some management consulting for a couple of years, but then wanted to move back to Texas and got a job in energy finance, just more by location than by that I was actively pursuing it.
Oh, really?
And I didn't know much.
You got
about,
here just because you happened to fall into
Yeah,
oil and gas.
yeah.
I was not, just to be clear, I'm not a fan. Just
I am
got
now.
into it. You are now? Okay,
yeah,
good.
yeah. But when I came into it, you know, I didn't know much more than what I saw at a gas station. I didn't realize the full value chain behind it.
It hadn't intrigued you up until this point.
Yeah. Yeah. But then wanting to live in Texas and do finance, you know, is pretty natural to fall into oil and gas. But
So before that, you were doing what?
so I did management consulting for a couple of years across a broad
What does that look
range
like?
So it's working with companies in different sectors and helping them. Yeah, it depends what the project is. So sometimes it might be
consulting type stuff.
Yes,
Yeah.
So if they want to grow in a new market, we would help them strategize how to do that,
kind of fun.
or if they want to, you know, consolidate or figure out how to optimize a manufacturing facility. It could be very different types of things, and I enjoyed that. But I felt like I was learning a little bit about a lot of different things, but at some point I wanted to start focusing on something a little more in depth. So then I came to Houston, worked at a bank in their credit group, so really understanding, one, how the energy companies work, but then also what makes a good credit-worthy company, so really understanding financial statements and how banks make decisions.
What was the bank?
Bank of America.
Heard of them.
Yep. So I did that for a couple of years. I enjoyed it. And then I went to actually invest in energy company bonds. So sat on a trading desk here in Houston.
That's fun.
Yeah, it was fun. That was during the 08, 09 financial crisis. Yeah.
There was jobs available.
Yeah.
No one wants to do this. You won the job.
So I was relatively young in my career, so I learned a lot, but definitely saw a lot of people, really struggle.
Yeah, that was a hard time.
Yeah.
Of course, it was short-lived compared to other things, but
it was short-lived. But I was working at AIG at the time, which was one of the companies that was particularly And some of my colleagues,
there was a job.
Yeah, some of my colleagues there had also worked at Enron, and so we would tell people, like, don't follow these people to their next jobs.
Yeah, that's wild.
Yeah, but I had been planning to go to business school, and so that was kind of my natural time. So then I made the transition to business school.
Where'd you do that?
I went to Northwestern University in Chicago.
Pretty nice.
To get my MBA.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was it full time up there?
It was full time. Yeah. So it was a good experience.
That's cool.
Yeah.
You know the area?
I like Chicago. This was in Evanston, which is right north of Chicago.
Okay.
There's a couple of bad months of winter, but otherwise
it's okay.
Beautiful part of the country, and summers are nice. And
yeah, you got this north-south thing.
Yeah.
Down,
Yeah.
You're back and forth. Yeah. Yeah, that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
If you look at your childhood, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like it's all okay with you.
Yep.
That's cool. All right. So then MBA, then what'd you do?
So I wanted to come back to Houston. So I ended up getting a job in investment banking, even though I had not been planning to do investment banking. But again, kind of,
it was a job.
Yeah, it wasn't just a job. I had reached out to some Kellogg alum in Houston more for networking.
Yeah,
and then ended up, they were like, "Oh, why don't you come talk to our company and do it for a year or two, see if you like it. If not, it's not going to close any doors."
You could always go to
NOV. So I ended up doing that. I liked it way more than I thought I would, and stayed there for about 9 years.
Oh, 9, that's long.
Yeah.
What did you like? What was it about it that you were enjoying?
Yeah, it was getting to work on really meaningful deals at a young point in my career, and getting to work with CEOs and CFOs of companies and helping them think about very strategic decisions.
Yeah.
So I got to work on a lot of interesting deals in the OFS and E&P space.
Yeah.
So
OFS and EP for the crowd at home.
OFS and E&P. So oil field service, and E&P is exploration and production. It's like the operators, the more oil and gas companies.
OFS, most people are like, I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
E&P, most people are good, but
yeah. Okay. So just general energy value chain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's cool. Did that lead to here?
Yeah, so did that for about 9 years. Realized that I didn't want to do that for the rest of my career. On the investment
9
banking
years
side,
is pretty long.
Yeah.
You're right on the edge of like, is this my whole life?
Yes, yeah.
Yeah.
So in the investment banking side, you're advising companies on what to do, but you just go from deal to deal and you give advice, but otherwise you're just kind of going through and helping the companies get the deal done, and you move on to the next deal.
Over time, did it just start feeling like almost the same, but not the same? Were you
in some
bored with
respects,
it, or were you like,
yeah, not necessarily bored, but
I want to be on the other side of this?
I wanted to be on the side where you actually get to make or help make the decisions, and then you have to deal with the decisions. Yeah.
Instead of hope that goes well, bye.
Yeah, as opposed to just doing the deal and moving on to the next one.
Yeah.
And so that brought me to NOV.
Had you done deals with NOV? Did they know you already?
Not particularly. So I was covering another client in the oil field service space.
Don't say who it is.
Yeah, that ended up selling a company to NOV. So a little bit of
okay.
exposure pretty early on, but otherwise, because I was covering the other client, didn't cover NOV, and so didn't know the folks here.
So how did we come up in your life?
So I had known that I wanted to get into corporate finance at an oil field service company. And so I had gotten to know Jose Bayardo. And we just kept in touch, networked. He also went to the same business school that I went to. And eventually over time, when there was an opening here, the timing worked out, and it was a good transition for me.
Cool.
Yeah.
What was your first job here?
My first job was
repair shop.
Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding.
So I was looking after NOV Ventures, which was an effort to look at early stage investing, venture capital investing.
To do something we haven't done before.
Yes, yeah. So maybe outside our exact core, but how to apply the skill sets of NOV on engineering, manufacturing, design, international expansion, how to take that to other end markets. And instead of buying the entire company, you make a smaller investment, so you still get to really learn about the company, and then NOV can decide whether it's something they really want to grow into or maybe not. So it was interesting. I hadn't done venture capital investing before. But I was glad to get that opportunity.
Good experience.
Yeah.
And that led to what was next?
So then I continued with that, and then I picked up
added
corporate FP&A, so helping
FP&A.
Financial planning and analysis. So a lot of the very detailed FP&A work is done at the business units, but I would help consolidate it at the corporate level and just make sure, relative to what we were seeing in the market, that overall the numbers.
You were checking everyone's work. Is that what you were doing?
and helping come up with.
I disagree.
It's not necessarily disagreeing, but just having
more information.
From looking at it from a different perspective and helping people refine
That's
our
probably
annual
the right
budgets.
thing to say, but I'm just saying it looked like I disagree. But that's okay. No, that is the right thinking. It is bringing in another perspective. Is just healthy.
Right.
People don't know that exists, so that's a good to know. Like when you throw out your numbers, it's not just like sure.
No, we actually look at them and try to put them all together
and balance it with the market and what you're seeing.
And even what we were seeing from other business units, it's helpful to help figure out.
Make sure everyone's saying the same thing.
Similar things, or if they're using very different assumptions, then we can talk about it and figure out.
To learn what that is. Yeah. Cool. Well, that's good. Now you're getting into the meat of what we do. Because Ventures was, it's interesting, but it's not digging into the meat as much. So then that's cool. So what did that lead to?
So that led to where I am now, which is at corporate development. So helping oversee any M&A, like acquisitions that we might do, or divestitures, or helping.
Which, we didn't do for years, but we did one lately.
Yes. Yeah, we did do one last year. Our polls division, which a lot of people might not have known that NOV had a polls division.
And now that they hear it, they're probably good that you don't have one. Explain poles just so people know.
Yeah, so these are poles that you see out on the street, like light poles or traffic lights.
5G towers they're doing. Yeah.
So it's a good business.
And we had grown it.
Yes.
To be fair, I mean, we'd added value to it.
Yeah.
So.
But it just wasn't core to what NOV does, and so NOV probably wasn't the best owner for it.
So there's a you're saying something I know is our language, but probably most of the company doesn't know. Being a good owner is one of the main characteristics, right, of why we buy companies. You want to talk a bit about what that looks like?
Yeah. So when we say is NOV going to be a better owner when we acquire a company, really trying to understand what value we think we can add as an organization to the business. So some businesses are more, have a better strategic fit for us. And so once we take it over, we think we can help grow it. We can, whether that means domestically just because we have a broader network or internationally, or we think we can help develop their products better. There's some value that our organization is bringing to the table as opposed to...
Is there growth in our markets, I guess? If someone has growth potential outside of our normal markets, we're not a good owner, Yeah,
so if it's outside our markets, it becomes slightly different. So in some cases, we still think that we could be a better owner, even if it's not necessarily just the same end market, but maybe we're just better at manufacturing that type of thing, even though the end customer base could be different.
So then what's an example of not a good owner assessment when you see it?
So in many cases, it could be we're not selling to that customer base. And so for us to develop, if we don't have the right salespeople to do it.
It's not a muscle we usually use, basically, in our
And so
operations.
we could develop it, but most companies nowadays are pretty well run. And so it's not easy to just buy a company and think we're going to do something better.
Right.
There's always a risk that you could buy a company and do it worse, right? The margins could go down, the revenue could go down, the employees could leave. So we got to make sure it's a good
that's
good
part
fit.
of your assessment is do these factors look like they're going to like being a part of us? They're going to fit well. Their model fits our model.
Yes, yeah. Because anytime we're buying a company, we're buying the people. Like, yes, there will be technology
Not
that
we
comes.
buy people. Just to be clear, that's illegal.
That's right.
We're
buying their talent.
We want them to stay. Yeah,
right.
For sure.
Because you could have good company and good products, but if the key people start leaving, and then the business could dwindle over time. And so we're here for the long-term shareholder value creation, and so we want to make sure that we do think it would be a good fit.
So where do the ideas come from? They're mostly yours, I'm sure.
No, that's not true. So they come from a lot of places. So, one of the things I enjoy about NOV is, we're a large company and we have many different business units that do very different things. And we also have people in 60 plus countries.
Right.
And so we're getting ideas for acquisitions from many different places, including employees around the different business units. So they might go to a trade show and meet this company and say, hey, have you heard about this company? Maybe we should think about acquiring them.
And I wanted everyone to hear that because it is your source. Like that, it is that people don't know that whoever you are, wherever you are, if you're seeing something, like funnel that into your business to see, like, is this something? Because it does come from the ground. It does come from
absolutely.
People who know the business.
Yeah, so I would say it's circular. It can come from the ground up. It can come from the top down. It can come from the outside in. But we keep an open mind. We evaluate many potential opportunities.
That's a good point. How many do you normally see? What does your week look like? Do you see one a week? Do you see hundreds? Do you see 10? Do you see 2? What is that like? Of course, it's variable.
Yeah, it's variable. I would say we look at hundreds per year.
Yeah.
And some of those will be quick, like, okay, this just
you
doesn't make sense.
You can know immediately.
Yeah.
No.
But some of them could be multiple months of analysis and trying to figure out a deal, and so everywhere in between. But we try to look at every opportunity that comes across the desk because I think it is helpful for the organization. Even though we know we're not going to do every deal, we try to analyze it and learn what we can. It's helpful to see what else is out there.
And you have, 50 people on your team? 10?
So the corporate development team is 2.
2.
But
I love that, by the way, because people ask. They assume we have a large team.
Yeah, it's not a large team.
It's just really, really good people.
Well, we work heavily with the businesses
Yes.
to do a lot of the
That's
analysis,
the truth.
right?
Yeah. That was my exposure early, was being a part of that, and I thought that was great. You got to be involved, and yeah, I enjoyed that.
Yeah. So yeah, working with the businesses is great, and getting to know, people 1-2 levels deeper in the organization.
Their knowledge is better than yours ever could be.
Yeah.
Someone asked me once, I won't say which one of the groups. They said, we're thinking of 2 different groups. Which one do you think would be better? And I never ask a corporate person what they think, because I have an opinion and I'm not in your business. Yeah. So I think I know, but you really know. Like and you have to live with it. Honestly, if it's going to work well, it has to have a level of, we want this as a business.
Yes. Yeah.
So that's the secret. Now we've told everybody. So.
Yeah, because once we do an acquisition, it's going to fit into a business unit, and so we need to make sure that the operations team is interested and excited about it, and really growing it moving forward. And not
which is interesting, because you can't leak in the process, right? I mean, people can't know we're looking at a business.
That's right.
Is that right?
It's very confidential. We try to keep the group as tight as it can be.
Because it's usually a surprise. People are like, "What? Where did that come from?"
Yeah. It's just for confidentiality reasons.
Yeah.
It's generally a process that works pretty well at NOV. We can analyze things.
Amazingly, not a lot of leaks over years. I mean, you don't. I mean, I think I don't know if it shuts down the deal, but it definitely is not good if ever anybody gets out.
Yeah, I'm not familiar with the time that's happened here.
No, it's pretty good. We've done very well at it.
Yeah.
Which is good. That's a good discipline and focus. And I do think this, when people ask, I always describe it as a muscle that we have, as opposed to most people who do deals. It's a disruption.
Yeah.
For us.
Yep.
It's what we do. Like, it's a part of, everyone's had an experience of adding a company or being that company. So that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Great.
The organization has a long history in acquisitions.
So have everyone in the company call you now? I've got an idea.
Yeah, anytime. Feel free to reach out.
Probably want to check with your management. Are they interested?
Yeah.
Before you do that, but I was hoping you'd say that, but that's
Yeah.
the answer is sure, but does it fit for your company? At least throw it around your boss and their boss and see if it fits. But yeah, for sure, we're looking for that all the time. Always interested. And I think, is it better if we find a company than they come to us? Does that usually work better in the deal?
Generally, it can be. It just depends on the metric.
There's no black and white of
Yeah,
this whole thing.
right. So sometimes if you reach out to a company that's not ready to sell, then their asking price just goes up. But if they are ready to sell and they reach out to you, then you know that it's more actionable. But many times, if we can find a deal and one-off negotiate it before they hire an advisor and go talk to 50 different people, generally we can get better deals that way.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's why it's important for the businesses to, highlight ideas for us that help us prioritize.
So are you loving it?
Yeah. It's again, I like the fact that it's lots of different business units and they do very different things. So it's a lot to keep track of.
Yeah, it is a lot. When I think of what you deal with day in, day out, and new things coming all the time.
Yeah. But the way I view it is really, it just means there's a lot of opportunity. So it's not like we're stuck focusing on this one product only. We do lots of different things. And like we talked about earlier, there are also things that we are good at that can be applied to other places. So we get to see things a little bit outside the box. And then the fact that we're a very international company, getting to look at companies internationally, but even the employees within NOV, getting to work with them. And but when you're trying to negotiate a deal in another country, just having to understand the culture,
right.
the cultural aspects, and then if we're going to onboard those people, how to do that. And so it keeps it interesting for sure.
And there's a group comes around you as that happens. When you're going into transition of like, this looks like a deal, then slowly you gather a group to do that work.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, the organization really joins together as a team, and we have the different functions lead different parts of the integration process.
Cool. Good. Well, that's it. That's the end of the story. Not yet, but I mean, you've got the rest of your story to play out. But for this show, it's the end.
Yeah. Well, thanks for having me.
Yeah, thanks for coming.
Yeah.
And thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time.